that just happens to be part of the bullshit. Part two of this whole thing with Miss Kim Davis, whose draconian ideas are once again trying to enslave us with these false psychotic beliefs about people being in love and people being together. Apparently this woman, she would understand talking about, they'd released her from jail, and so now she's our hell. And she's talking about how, these are her beliefs and core. But well, then, you know what, girl? You need to find another job, because your job description is more important than how you're going to describe yourself. This instability, these people are talking about being invincible. The right-wing conservatives talk about unionization and different attitude toward people who are employed and stuff. And here we have a prime example of this woman trying to use some sort of a fake-ass decency clause about her own moral cause and not doing her fucking job. And it doesn't matter if she was elected. It doesn't matter if she was elected. What matters is that she does her job. Is anybody evaluating her on this job? Maybe this job needs to be reconsidered for her. She needs to resign. Maybe this job isn't right for her. Once the law passed and she realized that she would have to give these licenses preemptively, she could have done something about that. And maybe she could compromise with her superiors in private and do something that's not so flamboyant and ridiculous to make, she wants to have a voice. She got up there and she cried, and they're going to play Eye of the Tiger and all of this stuff. This is the eye of the hypocrite. This is the eye of a liar. This is the eye of the liar. You've been divorced 4 times, and people find God. But they don't find God all the time by losing other people's rights. And this is the law of the land, lady. You need another job. I don't understand why we're going on and on about this. And then they're comparing this woman to Rosa Parks. No, bitch, Rosa Parks was at work all day. And then she wanted a seat, and then somebody, because of the color of their skin, wouldn't give it to her again. You want to compare yourself to Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about exposing, prolonging actual slavery of an entire race of people in this country. Martin Luther King Jr. was standing up for the fact that these people had been enslaved and were presumed free and not. This is not about that. This is about you being homophobic and using Christianity to expose us to all of that homophobia. And we've had the argument, honey, you're late. You've had years to negotiate and filibuster and become a part of the legislation that has changed this law. It's been open for debate, and now it's closed because the Supreme Court said that these people have the legal right to marry. And you have had plenty of time to readjust yourself to that. Even if it means giving up your job, Miss Kim Davis, you need to find another job. You need to find a job at a church. Go work for a church. See? Go be the clerk at the church you're supporting. Go work where they gave you all those goddamn divorces and are allowing you to act like you're some sort of a marriage sorceress. Go work there. But when you're working down at the courthouse, you got to do what the laws say. Come on, this is ridiculous. This is like getting a job at McDonald's and protesting the fact that you got to cook burgers. I mean, it's crazy. I can't even believe the amount of attention and bullshit that Mike Huckabee is trying to lay on top of this. Tom Cruise, you may have saved yourself some further humiliation by not being covered by any television stations. Apparently he was there during the time in which this woman was released. That's all the time I have for now. I wanted to do a show on Syria and the fact that Russia is now going through the back door with tanks and stuff, trying to uphold the regime there, and the people are running to Europe and they're being stampeded, and the cops in Hungary are chasing them down. Like, this world is changing, Kim Davis. The world is changing. More people are coming from more places with different beliefs. And if we don't have a structured system that you are allowed to ethically petition and then deal with results, then everybody should be able to get whatever they want, doing it to anybody they want to. See? And if that was the case, I would have you, along with Fox News, go fuck themselves. In fact, I'll end the show by saying fuck Fox News.